This patrol certainly has had its ups and downs, but nothing could have prepared me for the gut-punching disappointment that I felt when we fired that torpedo at the enemy cruiser and it failed to explode. I'm certain that my firing solution was not wrong. I'm certain that the torpedo headed directly for the target. That was confirmed by our hydrophone operator. But then, nothing. The torpedo simply passed beneath the target. The depth-keeping mechanism of the torpedo must have once again failed. Who knows if we will ever get a chance like that again. So to see the enemy cruiser disappear in the distance completely unharmed, when we had the perfect opportunity to strike it, is something that we will never forget. Everyone on board feels a huge disappointment. Sinking that enemy ship would not only have been a huge blow to the enemy, it also would have assured promotions, medals, celebrations. But it was not to be. We continue on our way to Cadiz. It is the 7th of December. The night has just begun when my radio operator excitedly calls me to him. We have received a radio report. A report that is going to change a lot of things. Japanese aircraft attacked the American naval base Pearl Harbor in the Hawaiian Islands. Thus, Japan declared war on Great Britain and the USA. Some crew members begin to cheer as I broadcast this news over the intercom. They hope that the war with Japan will force the US to redeploy their naval assets from the Atlantic into the Pacific. This could significantly reduce the number of escorts available to protect the convoys. Other members of the crew, including my officers, are reacting with less enthusiasm to the news. They are thinking about the wide-ranging implications. Yes, this has the potential to draw US strength from the Atlantic into the Pacific. However, we are allied with Japan. Will we now declare war on the United States, or will they declare war on us? There has been fighting between U-boats and American escorts already, but a declaration of war would intensify those clashes. Furthermore, the American industry and its capacity to produce war material has been a huge boon to the Entente during the Great War, and has helped them to win the war. And during this war, it is again the American industry that supplies Britain and keeps them in the fight. But now that they are at war themselves, I imagine that much more industrial capacity will be allocated to war material production. A big part of me therefore hopes that we won't follow Japan and declare war on the United States. But I am also aware that this would send a disastrous message to our allies. We are now close to the Spanish port of Cadiz, where I would like to resupply from our secret supply ship Thalia. However, I have not been granted permission to enter the port. We have a bright moon in a clear sky. It is simply too bright for our submarine to enter the port of Cadiz covertly. I am ordered to patrol a few hours southwest from Cadiz, hoping for an overcast sky during the next night. The sky is still clear, the stars clearly visible. It is still too bright for us to enter Cadiz covertly, and therefore we remain on patrol station southwest of it in the approaches to the Straits of Gibraltar. Suddenly, our watchmen report a shadow in the darkness on our starboard side. I rush up to the conning tower to see for myself. Hello there, and welcome to a new episode of our amazing Silent Hunter 3 campaign with the OneAlex Edition. It is currently nighttime on the 8th of December, and over there, in the distance on our starboard side, we have spotted a shadow in the darkness right there. We are gonna turn towards that. And we are going to speed up. I don't know what kind of ship it is, but maybe we are getting a chance here to sink one more ship with our deck gun. I will have to determine what it is I'm facing though before I commit to an engagement. I don't want to accidentally shoot a neutral ship, and I also don't want to shoot anything that is heavily armed and can shoot back. So let's try to get a little bit closer. User to the bridge. And we are turning. There it is. It's difficult to see for me, honestly. Which way is this thing going? I'll turn a little bit further. Really point our boat at the target.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad Steuerbord. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Keep turning a little bit more. I'm still recharging batteries. Let's stop with that. This will help us to speed up even more. Okay.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
We are now pointed directly at it. As soon as my boat has stopped turning, which is gonna happen very soon. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now let's observe which way is this thing going. It seems to be going left to right. Yeah, and I think I see a bow wake there. Still can't tell what kind of nationality this ship has. So right now, if it is going left to right, let's try to head it off.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 8.
And go over there. Get a little bit closer here. While approaching it from the front. Why am I doing that, by the way? Why am I trying to approach it from the front? Well, I've noticed that armed merchants most often have a gun in the rear of the ship on the stern. Seldom they also have one on the bow. So the chance of getting shot is much higher if I approach that ship from the rear. So that's why I'll try to approach it from the front until I can determine what kind of flag it is flying. And then we'll think about a plan of attack. Maybe we can identify if it is armed or not before we commit to it. But so far so good. They have not spotted us, which is great. And we are closing the distance rapidly. It's a shame that I don't have any more torpedoes on board. This would be a good target for a surfaced attack. I think it's an English ship. I can see, I think it's a red flag. I will have to get a little bit closer, but I think it is actually a red flag there. Let me just have a quick look into the sky. The moon is not yet... Oh, no, that was the flaw. That's again the flaw. The moon is not yet up in the sky, no. Today we have the 8th of December. It's the wrong one. What does the moon calendar say for the 8th of December? 1941. Okay, the moon is approaching the last quarter. So it's a waning moon, but still it is bright enough in the sky. So far we have not gone into Cadiz to resupply at the resupply ship Thalia. The nights have been just way too bright, so yesterday night and this night. It's too bright for us to slip into the harbor. Okay, enemy ship, or target ship I should say. We have not confirmed that it is an enemy. I think I can confirm though that it seems to be armed. Is it? Is that a gun? It might be a gun. I'm staying fast. Trying to determine what kind of flag it is. I think it's a British flag. It's red. I think it's red. And if it's red, there's really not much else that it can be apart from Albania, but I don't consider that to be likely. I think that is an enemy ship. That means that I have to make a decision here. How do I want to engage it? I mean, it's perfectly clear that I'm gonna engage it with the deck gun. But where will I position myself to do that? In front of them. Is that a gun? I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. How close am I? Good distance. Watch officer, crew on deck. Man the deck gun. Deck gun is manned. Yeah, they are starting to turn the gun, but I'll tell them to hold fire. No, too late. I was a little bit too slow there. I wanted to tell them to hold the fire until the gun is properly aimed at the target. But it's okay. We're engaging the enemy. Good first hit. Fire on board. Let me have a look through the user. Anti-aircraft gun or 50 cal. No, that's a 50 cal. Turn the boat away. Yeah, we're a bit too close here. We are being hit with 50 cal fire. So we are gonna distance ourselves a little bit. Full speed ahead. That's good. Rudder 0. Go fast. Let's get out of the range of that machine gun. It's mounted up on the bridge, I didn't even see it. Now we have bullets whizzing by. Those bullets can't really do any damage to us. Very little that they can do. Okay, the shooting stopped. That's a good sign.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Volle Fahrt voraus. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Gunners are still able to stay on target. I will tell them to start shooting the waterline.
Auf Wasserlinie zielen. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Hart steuerbar.
Turn hard to starboard.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Große Fahrt voraus.
Oh, that was a good hit into the bow. Very nice.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Go faster. Swing the gun around. And hold fire.
Feuer einstellen. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0.
Stay on this course. Slow down the boat.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Wait until the gun is trained on target. Good. Now open fire.
Feuer frei.
Ah, it's still a miss. Come on guys, do better than that. Who do I have on the guns? Yeah, you guys should know how to shoot. There we go, that's a hit. Nice. Nice, now we are scoring the hits. Very nice. Okay, swing the boat around to the other side. They have managed to once again get a little bit close to us. Now we have bullets splashing in the water around us. But at least so far we don't have a gun shooting at us. That is quite nice.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
Radar 0. Gun has been swung around and is gonna open fire any moment. Yeah, that's why I'm telling it to hold fire until it is properly trained on target. But it's okay, the next shot should be a hit. And there we go. Good one. That target is certainly suffering. The question is just how fast can we kill it, really. Another good shot and another explosion on board. Nice. I wonder what kind of ship it is. Another good hit, this time on the waterline. It looks to me as if they are trying their best to get closer to me, to once again use their machine guns. But they are not able to do that as long as I keep my speed up. And we are landing hit after hit on them. They won't last long. Oh, just missed that one. Oh, they managed to get it to rage again. Oh, that was a big explosion. Oh, she's going down. Slow down. Something big blew up. And more explosions are following. I think that shell went straight into the boiler room. Because I can suddenly see a lot of steam in the air. I think the shell has actually penetrated into a boiler and blown it up. That thing is gone. Completely gone. This close to Gibraltar, we are not gonna stick around to, you know, to provide any rescue efforts here. We are gonna head out of here. This close to Gibraltar, rescue efforts should be underway very soon. And the weather is good as well, so the sailors on that ship that still survive will most likely be saved. No problems there. We'll get out of here.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Volle Fahrt voraus.
That's pretty much where we sank them. Nice. I am happy with this result. So, are they going down? I think they are. Let's go to the user. Oh, you know what? There's no harm in doing this. Let's just take a look at them. Yeah, they're going down very fast. Burning stem to stern. And they indeed had a gun in the stern that they didn't use. For whatever reason, they could have used that. They could have just turned around and ran away from me while shooting at me at the same time. That would have been much smarter to do. Was it an English ship there? Yes. I just needed to confirm. And they are gone. Very, very fast. Sinking here. And nothing remains apart from some debris and burning oil on the surface. What a nice engagement.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Beide Maschinen AK voraus.
Volle Fahrt voraus.
There's the burning oil. A marker in the night that we are doing our best now to get away from. So, we'll keep heading this way. I will soon report to BDU our result here. Let's first have a quick look though. What did we actually sink? We sank a small merchant. I thought it was a bit bigger than that, to be honest, but okay, a small merchant. Oh, that's why I overestimated its size And that's why I was so surprised that I'm closer to it than I thought I was. Okay, it was a small merchant, Type 3, 2,867 tons. Nothing huge, but still, another ship on our tally. Let's get away from here. And I will soon, somewhere during the night or before early morning, I will report my success to BDU. See what they have to say about it.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloy.
Welcome back. It is now early in the morning. The sun is just rising behind us because we are heading west. We have received orders to return to base. Yeah, last night I sent out my reports and we have received a response: well done, return to base as situation permits. Following the briefing and mail call, first round is on Flotilla Command. So they seem to be quite happy with our results. We are heading home to Brest, and that's gonna be a trip of 1,868 kilometers now. A little bit more than that until we arrive in the port itself. But yeah, about 1,870 to 90 kilometers, something like that. That's gonna be a few days of traveling. North here, along the coast of Portugal, and then across the dangerous Bay of Biscay, until we arrive back at Brest. So, we are leaving Gibraltar, we are leaving this whole area behind us. I have no torpedoes on board, and I still have 111 deck gun rounds. Plenty of anti-aircraft rounds. I hope I don't need them. But that's what's happening right now. So, maybe, if nothing happens along the way, the next scene will see us already in the port. Or, if something happens along the way, you will see me trying to deal with that unforeseen situation. For now, let's skip ahead a little bit. We have received some important news. It is the 11th of December, 1941. In the evening, the sun has gone down, night has begun, and, well, the radio message that we received is pretty simple and straightforward. Germany declared war on the United States of America. So, American shipping is now fair game, but this also means that the US will significantly increase its involvement in the war in the Atlantic, making more efforts to protect convoys and to hunt submarines. Well, we will see what new and dangerous developments this will bring. For now, we are currently traversing the Bay of Biscay and should arrive in Brest tomorrow in the afternoon. We'll continue on our way now. Welcome to the harbor of Brest. We have arrived back home, and well, we are ready to dock basically. I'm just looking to get our boat into the bunker really nice, and that's gonna be it then for this patrol. So first of all, let's come a little bit to the left here.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloy. Ruder 1-0, Grad Backbord.
And I think we'll head for that box that is peeling itself out of the fog right now. Or maybe the one next to it, if there's another one to its right. Yeah, there is one. Okay. I'll try to head as much to the right as I can, because that will allow us to actually raise the pennants when we get close to the dock back there. And I would like to do that.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Let's also tell the crew to stand ready on deck, even though the weather is miserable. But they have endured worse.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
Weather 0. Let's keep going. This patrol has been interesting, hasn't it? It has been crazy, I should say. Really crazy. Okay, I need to come right a little bit.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder
I'll swing
2
right and then I'll
Grad
go
Steuerbord.
into that one back there. Into the last box, basically. Looks like another box is occupied. There is a U-boat in there. Nice to see that. Some float planes here. Really nice. It's a shame that we have such a bad weather. We can't see anything of the
Jawohl, Herr
port.
Kaloin.
Just a fog all
Ruder
around
0
us.
Grad.
A real shame. Raise both these things. And as soon as these guys put down their binoculars, we can raise the pennants up. Okay, I need to go ahead and start turning
Jawohl,
left
Herr
now.
Kaloin. Ruder 1,8 Grad Backbord.
Actually, much
Jawohl,
harder
Herr
than that.
Kaloin. Ruder 2,6 Grad Backbord.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Okay, I gave the order to raise pennants.
Jawohl, Herr
That
Kaloin.
should happen very soon. Full hard turn here. And we will also slow down the boat.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Derzeitige Fahrt 2 Knoten.
And we'll soon be in the bunker. Safe from any potential airstrikes. Oh, more U-boats. Oh, there's a big one. Type 9. I have thought about sailing on a Type 9, but because I read the comments and some of you guys are suggesting that going for a Type 9 could be very interesting, and I agree, it could be very interesting. But my goal in this campaign is also to survive the war, and that is not very likely in a Type 9. I'm sad to say. The Type 9s, they are just too big, huge targets, cumbersome, slow to dive, slow to maneuver, and easy to hit. Yes, they have a greater range, carry many more torpedoes, a bigger deck gun, but survival is the end goal here. And that's why it is quite unlikely that I'll be going for a Type 9, I think. It's just
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 1,1 Grad Backbord.
the chances of surviving this war are much, much greater in the Type 7. But we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. Who knows? But for now,
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
I'm going with that
Ruder
decision.
1,7 Grad Backbord.
and yeah, this patrol, it has been absolutely crazy. It has been
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
a
Ruder
huge
2,7
series
Grad
of
Backbord.
torpedo
Ruder
failures.
3,5 Grad Backbord.
Over and over and over. Full
Jawohl,
turn
Herr Kaloin.
to port, please. There we go, 40 degrees port. Let's bring us in here. And I'm gonna further
Jawohl, Herr
reduce our
Kaloin.
speed.
Derzeitige Fahrt 1 Knoten.
These guys still have their binoculars up. Maybe we aren't even getting close enough to the dock back there. Which is a shame. So in order to see the pennants, I will have to always dock at the dock out there where the welcoming committee is. Okay, that can be arranged. For now, this docking maneuver here is looking really good so far. But yeah, huge number of torpedo failures, including that one in the previous episode where I had a enemy cruiser in front of me and I couldn't sink it because of a dud torpedo.
Ruder 0 Grad.
And not only did we have a lot of torpedo failures, even more so, or even more weird than the usual torpedo failures, were the torpedoes that simply failed to do enough damage to sink the targets. That was weird. That was really weird. And so, our sinkings for this patrol, well, you'll see them in just a few moments when we enter patrol, when we actually dock. But it was not really that great compared to what could have been, because I was in really good positions in the middle of enemy convoys. I could have struck out at many enemy ships. But no, it was simply not to be. But it's okay. We still managed to sink a respectable number of enemy ships. However, from here on out, the war will get much, much more difficult and dangerous. This is a time where there is a real tangible turning point. The United States have entered a war. They are gonna throw their huge resources at this war. And they are gonna be building ships. A lot of ships. Will our submarines, including ours, be able to sink the enemy ships faster than they are able to build new ones? We'll see. We'll see. Well, if you've paid any attention in history, then you know, no, we won't. But what exactly will happen, and how will we manage to get through all this danger that is awaiting us? That is a question that we can't answer yet. An interesting question. It will be very tense. Okay. So I'm ready to slow down the boat even further. You do see that mark up there? That's where the conning tower is supposed to stop.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt zurück.
Reverse our speed. Stop.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Steuerbordmaschine stopp.
I was a little bit too slow on that. But it's okay. Let's give it a small boost
Jawohl, Herr
forward.
Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt voraus. Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
That was a big boost forward.
Steuerbordmaschine stopp.
Kleine Fahrt zurück.
Slow speed backwards.
Backbord stopp.
The boat is very quick to accelerate when going forward. Oh, we might bump. We might just bump. Come on, slow us down.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Steuerbordmaschine stopp.
It's perfect. Awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and enter patrol then. See what we accomplished. We're gonna exit the patrol. And we are gonna dock at Brest. And here we have the statistics for this patrol. We departed the port on the 25th of November. And we arrived back in port on the 12th of December. We sunk 4 merchants for a complete combined tonnage of 23,091 tons. No warship sunk, which is a huge shame. We did not receive any significant damage, we gained some renown, and we have been awarded with the Knight's Cross with Oak Leaves and Swords. Nice! That's nice. So, yeah, here we have our sinkings. Medium merchant Type 22, 5,672 tons. A large freighter, 6,296 tons. A large cargo of 8,256 tons. And a small merchant of 2,867 tons. So in total, 23,091 tons. 4 ships sunk. That's a respectable result, it really is. I'm quite happy with that, I think. Let's go back here and take a quick look at my Knight's Cross with Oak Leaves and Swords. Very nice. I completely deserved it, but by the way, don't pay too much attention to the medals that you see here. We have here the U-boat front class. I don't think that thing was in existence at this point, so completely disregard that. German Cross and Gold, that might also come later during the war. But my Iron Crosses, they stand, and the U-boat war badge stands too. So, let's have a quick look. Our placement here in the list, well, nobody's gonna catch up to us anytime soon. We are way ahead of everybody. Personnel files, I'll take a look at that in just a moment. Patrol history, career history. I'm still... Where is my goddamn promotion? Ah, never mind. Ah well, the game decided to crash out, but no worries, I could load the save, so everything is fine. Let's go to our crew and see who will receive a promotion and who will receive an award. I'm inclined to give a promotion to somebody in the torpedo room, but honestly, no. No. The torpedo results on this patrol have been so disastrous, nobody's receiving a promotion here. Let's see, I'll give a promotion to somebody who is serving on this boat for a long time. Who's maybe been with us from the get-go and has not received a promotion yet. I think that would be a good choice. I'm looking at the number of patrols right now to determine who's most deserving. Stabsbootsmann. If it says Stabsbootsmann, then he already received a promotion, so that's fine. Well, there are some sailors who have been sailing with us since forever. Maybe one of them is due for a promotion here. 13 patrols, 18 patrols, and he's still Matrosengefreiter. Yeah, I think we have found our candidate. Yeah, he's gonna receive it. Let's give it to him. Am I sure? Yes, I am. There we go. Medals. U-boat war badge. You, how many patrols do you have? 2. Okay, you have deserved the medal. Who else? You have... I must have forgotten to give it to you last time. Well, here it is. Was stuck in the mail. And we can award an Iron Cross 2nd class. Who is gonna receive this one? Who is going to receive this one? You know what? Our medic is gonna receive this. He has kept our crew healthy for so long. There we go. It's his. And we have a new qualification to award. I am inclined to get another gunner. Maybe this will increase the accuracy of our gun a little bit. If I have another guy on that thing, because currently I only have one gunner. And well, you never know, something could happen, we could lose him. So maybe that's a nice idea. I have enough torpedo men for now, I have enough radio men, I have enough... Well, watchman could be another good idea, but it's fine for now. Yeah, he could receive a gunner promotion. Flag gunners we have enough. Helmsmen we have enough for now. Machinists we have enough. Torpedo men have enough. Medic, another medic wouldn't be a bad thing either, to be honest. Maybe I'll go for another medic. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. Let's go with another medic. Just in case that we lose this one. This would be pretty bad to lose our only medic, so it's better that we have two. Gives us a little bit of redundancy. Okay, the crew is still full. We'll see if we'll lose anybody before the next patrol. I hope not. Let's have a quick look. Are any new things available as of right now? No, it doesn't look like it. Batteries, we already have the most recent one. No, doesn't look like we'll be installing any upgrades on our boat before we head out to sea again. But we are finally back in port. We have made it. We have survived another patrol. What will be the next one? Oh, I think you might know. Some of you might know. You can guess what it will be. Guess in the comments. I'm sure that many of you will get it right. We are going far, far away. So, with those words, we'll be ending today's episode. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. Did you enjoy it? I hope you did, and I hope you're looking forward to the next one. Until then, there will be a break, I should mention that. When you're watching this episode, I am on holiday. So there will be a gap of about 2 weeks, I think, before the next episode airs. So please look forward to that one. And, well, have some really great days. Thank you very much. Goodbye.